welcome to TV47 News Updates on this 12th day of September 2022. You're just in time for the late afternoon news, and we have a lot lined up for you this afternoon. And remember, you can always interact with us on our social media platforms indicated at the bottom of your screen. Now, with that said, my name is Dennis Otieno. I trust you're doing well. Welcome to the broadcast. Now, on to our top story this afternoon. Preparations at the Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani, the venue for the swearing-in ceremony of President-elect William Ruto tomorrow, have been completed. The government has assured Kenyans that everything will be in place for the historic event. Let's now cross over to Kasarani, where our reporter Mike Kagwongo is on standby. Good afternoon, Mike. Kindly bring us up to speed with what is taking shape at the Kasarani Stadium.
Thank you, Dennis Otieno. Indeed, I can get you loud and clear right from Kasarani Stadium, where we pitched tents since about 1 week ago when the preparations started over to make sure that the transition ceremonies will be going through in a very much positive manner as how they planned. And just to mention is that since this morning, actually everything is set for tomorrow's inauguration. And just to let you know is that according to the transition committee led by Joseph Kinyo, the head of public services, said that about 20 head of governments will be available tomorrow, and maybe different presidents from African continent will be availing themselves tomorrow. And about 2,500 invited guests will be taking up their seats by 9 a.m. just to make sure that this function sets up before 10 a.m. You know, constitutionally, this function should be over by, or this event should be over by 2 a.m. just to make sure that everything goes on standby. You remember in 2007 what happened after former Kenyan President Mwai Kibaki was sworn in at night. So after 2010 constitution, now everything will be set by 2 p.m. just to make sure that the president-elect is sworn in by 2 p.m. So everything is set. What we've been witnessing this afternoon is that the military was rehearsing their final touches just to make sure that tomorrow everything goes on set. The musicians, that is artists that will be making their way here, that will be entertaining the invited guests, president-elect and the current president that will be giving out the instruments of power, sharpening up their sounds and their music just to make sure that tomorrow everything goes as planned. Just to inform you, Dennis Otieno, is that about 60,000 Kenyans will be expected to make their way in this stadium tomorrow very early in the morning by 8 a.m. According to the committee. It says that the doors, the gates, will be opened by 6 a.m. and for all Kenyans from all parts of this country are expected to take their seats by 8 a.m. so that the dignitaries that will be invited will be taking their seats by 9 a.m. And just to let you know is that the day will be Uhuru Kenyatta's. He will be the last one to arrive at around 11 a.m. after William Samoei Arap Ruto and his wife arrives at 11 a.m. So it will be his day when he will be giving out instruments of power, and after he gives out instruments of power, he will actually be his presidential standard will be lowered and presidential standard of William Samoei Arap Ruto will be raised. We are yet to understand, we are yet to comprehend which color is presidential standard for William Samoei Arap Ruto, but we understand that former President Moi, Daniel Arap Moi, got a presidential standard that had a cock, a jogo, because of his KANU party. And Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta got a presidential standard that had a dove just to make to signify his TNA party that got into power in 2013. But we are yet to understand which presidential standard William Samoei Arap Ruto will be installing his government. But maybe we can test it, maybe wheelbarrow or something like that. So as you can see, Karanja Kibicho the PS for internal security has already arrived, and we will be actually giving you one-on-one on what he wants to tell us. He is one of the committee members, and actually they have been having a meeting now just to make sure that actually whatever they were talking about they will be briefing us. So one-on-one, Dennis Otieno, we hear what Kibicho tells us.
Tusirudie hii story sana. Iko watu wanakuja hapa. But largely to say, leo tumekuwa
Mwezi patia jamaa moja washikie hizi nini ashikie mic kama nne hivi.
Nataka kuwashukuru pia kwa nataka mfikirie mnataka nini saa hii ama tungojee kwanza. Okay. So kata live ndio tuende.
Dennis Otieno, as you can see, in fact, we are yet to set, and actually once we set, we'll be bringing you live what maybe has taken place in the meeting when the committee was having a meeting.
Thank you very much for being here once again. We were here on Saturday, and we are back. I'm here representing the head of public service, who is the substantive chair of the Assumption of Office Committee. Is engaged elsewhere. And like we said on Saturday, we've been coming here every day to just check the state of preparedness for the state function tomorrow. We've been here since Saturday, here yesterday, we are here today, and we have had our last meeting to just look through our tick boxes to ensure that everything is in order. We are satisfied. We've gone through every detail and are satisfied that we are ready for tomorrow, as you can see for yourself. All we are now waiting to do is to see the rehearsals on the entertainment component, and then give space to the team that is doing the final arrangement of seats, placing the flowers in the right place, and ensuring that this place has the final tidying up. Like we said on Saturday, we are expecting 60,000 people here. The 60,000 people require no invitation cards. It's open to the public. However, at the main dais, like I said, we have 2,500 slots that we will be inviting the VIPs. Like I said again, we are expecting a lot of VVIPs, in excess now of 20 heads of states from across Africa and across the world. We are expecting those, and therefore there will be elaborate protocol program here tomorrow. We will open this stadium at 4 to the public, because allowing 60,000 people who you must do security screening requires a bit of time, and expect that everyone is seated and waiting by 8 a.m. for the program that we have adjusted to start at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. Other than that, we are happy that the Assumption of Office Committee has been able to marshal this scale of preparedness within 7 days, and we are hopeful that we will have a very colorful ceremony tomorrow. So that's it. We are ready and happy that we've been able to put this in a very short time.
What's the plan about the overflow of people that will arrive and find there's no place?
Yes, we have some space in the arena, which will accommodate overflow of 20,000. But we encourage that beyond those, the others, this will be streamed live in all our stations. We encourage those ones who will not be able to make it here to also take advantage of watching it from the comfort of their sitting rooms.
Have we identified the presidential standard?
The presidential standard is about 24 hours, not 24 hours, about 12 hours away from you. So just exercise some patience. It will be here tomorrow with us because it's a military process. You know, you have to introduce a new one, lower the old one. We allow that to just take place as planned.
What time will they?
As you are aware, the swearing of the president must take place between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. So we expect that the program starts at 10:30. There will be a bit of military action, there will be a bit of judiciary action, and there will be a bit of after judiciary action, which must happen before 2 p.m. Then the rest can go on beyond 2 p.m. So we expect by 2 everyone will be out of here. Thank you very much. Now you are welcome to the entertainment rehearsals.
Indeed, Dennis Otieno, that's Karanja Kipicho speaking about tomorrow's event, and he says that by 4 a.m. the gates will be open. So most importantly is that about 20,000 people will find their way. They will be given another tent outside this stadium just to make sure that they find the good, they seize it well as at here at Kasarani Stadium. So other Kenyans will be following it live from their homes and maybe their comfort standards with through their screens. So that is what we have today as at now from Kasarani Stadium. My name is Mike Kagwango.
Well, thank you very much, Mike Kagwango, for that comprehensive update. By the side of things, it seems like it's going to definitely be a very colorful event. Remember, TV47 has the exclusive rights of hosting the event live, and we'll be bringing you up to speed with the inauguration of the president-elect, that is William Samoei Ruto. But moving on, Narok County Commissioner Isaac Masinde has called on motorists to be vigilant while using the Narok-Maimahiu Bomet Highway, as many people are expected to travel to witness the inauguration ceremony of the 5th President William Ruto. Masinde lamented that in the recent past, many grisly accidents have claimed many lives along the highway, which has been attributed to floods along the highway. He asked the drivers to follow the traffic regulations set and be careful when approaching black spots, areas like Ntulele area, Dukamoja and Maimahiu area.
Most of the drivers will be traveling leo usiku kuanzia masaa ya mchana na hata wengine wataenda mpaka usiku na kesho asubuhi. Nataka tuchukue nafasi hii niwaambie mambo kuwe careful. The drivers, just be careful.
Meanwhile, the Mombasa County Assumption of the Office Committee has said that all is set for the swearing-in ceremony of Mombasa Governor-elect Abdul Swamad Nasir and his deputy Francis Thoya. The committee, which is chaired by Mombasa County Secretary Joab Tumbo, on Monday inspected the Mama Ngina Waterfront Park, where the event is scheduled to take place on Thursday. The swearing-in ceremony of Nasir was delayed after the postponement of the gubernatorial elections in Mombasa and Kakamega counties. Now addressing the media, Tumbo said all 47 county governors with their deputies and the 47 county public service boards will be in Mombasa beginning Thursday for a week-long induction workshop.
This event we look forward to as being one of the biggest in the country, not in terms of expenditure, but in terms of output. Because again, during that same time, we'll have a number of delegations in the country, in the county of Mombasa. All the governors and deputies will be here for an induction. All the public service boards are also going to be here. And of course, the entire Mombasa will be attending this very wonderful occasion on the 15th from 8 o'clock in the morning to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So apart from the nitty-gritties that I'll ask my colleagues to also talk about, we want to take this opportunity to invite watu wote wa Mombasa na hata wa Kenya ambao wanaweza kufika hapa wapate kujionea ni mambo gani ambayo yanafanyika Mombasa katika hali ya kumwapisha gavana mpya anayeingia, Mheshimiwa Abdulswamad Sharif Nassir na naibu wake. Ili ndio sasa serikali yetu itengeneze upya, tuanze kazi ya kuhudumia wakazi wa Mombasa. Kwa hivyo karibuni sana, nitamwalika mwenzangu pia County Commissioner na chairman wa subcommittees zile ambao tuko nazo pia waangazie mawili matatu mpate kufahamu kwamba ni mambo gani ambayo tunafanya hapa leo. Karibu sisi.
Today we are having one of our meetings. We started our meetings around July, the beginning of July, because we had expected the election to be on 8th of August. So as part of the inauguration subcommittee, we are tasked with having the event in a place that wananchi can come. So we chose Mama Ngina.
Now, as of the moment, President-elect William Samoei Ruto is at the State House and he is meeting up with the outgoing president, that is Uhuru Kenyatta. Let's just have a look at the pictures from State House that were taken a little bit earlier. The smiles and the handshake signify all is well ahead of the inauguration set to take place, that is tomorrow at the Kasarani Stadium. That was the President-elect William Samoei Ruto meeting up with the outgoing President Uhuru Kenyatta at State House. Of course, those are the pictures taken a little bit earlier. But moving on to tackling the drug menace in Mount Kenya region, where Bishop Charles Muturi of the Anglican Church of Mount Kenya South has called upon Deputy President-elect Rigathi Gachagua to lead the fight against alcoholism and drug abuse in the region that has become rampant and consequently a threat to the future generation. Now speaking during the 100-year anniversary celebration of the ACK Church in Kiambu constituency, Kiambu County, Bishop Muturi said the landmark project that will be remembered by Kenyans is only by the person who will rescue the young people from drug addiction.
Shida yetu kubwa, Your Excellency, Kiambu najua ni pombe na dawa za kulevya. Hasa hapa kwetu Ruaka, kama utatumalizia hizo mbili tu, haya mengine sisi tutajifanyia. Lakini tafadhali Your Excellency, pigana na dawa za kulevya, pigana na madawa, pigana na uhalifu, na tutafurahia maisha haya mengine.
We need to think of how to rehabilitate our young people. We need to think of how to deal with the drug dealers themselves, and then we need to think of how we can empower our people so that even when we rehabilitate them, they don't go back to the normal use of drug abuse and alcoholism.
Vijana wengi wanaingilia katika mambo ya uhalifu ama unywaji wa pombe ama kutumia mihadarati, wanaingilia kwa ajili ya ukosefu wa kazi. naamini ya kwamba mheshimiwa vile ameweza kuchukua hii nafasi, ataweza kuwashughulikia vijana, kuhakikisha ya kwamba hawatakuwa wasted, wataweza kujipatia mapato hapa na pale, kuhakikisha kwamba wanaendeleza maisha yao.
Now, from the story of tackling drug addiction in the Mount Kenya region, we'll do a short break, but don't go too far. When we come back, we'll be giving you more news as well as some sports news, so stay tuned.
Disability is not only limited to physical disorder, but also mental issue. From depression.
I was under depression for like 2 years.
Bipolar.
Bipolar disorder is a mood disorder.
And even suicidal thoughts.
When I was just about to hang myself, a certain voice just talked to me, and I believe that was God. I tried suicide more than 6 times.
Beyond the Limit has gone beyond its limit to find answers so as to help everyone go through life with ease. Join Muthoni Maina every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Starting this September at 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday, the Realtor brings it all to perspective. We identify a property, discuss and demonstrate the journey towards ownership.
Professionals who have integrity, and from their catalog you can easily read that these are professionals who are able to deliver.
Everywhere you go, you have to up your games, you have to go with the trends.
Not forgetting the margins as well as the risks that come along.
The runaway prices of the land. We are saying that it's something that we can never go without mentioning. Any developer will not go without mentioning price of land.
Don't miss out. Do you want the latest news on farming? We've got the weekly,
where hundreds of Kiambu County workers have expressed fury over a poor working environment they have been subjected to by the former leadership. The furious staffers decried that in the last 5 years, most of them braved frustrations precipitated by alleged poor leadership that almost collapsed their operations. From lack of printing papers, receipts and key tools to undertake various assignments, the workers took issue with the former county bosses for throwing away humanity and allowing them to work under a very bad environment that resulted in poor service delivery to the people. Governor Kimani Wamatangi promised to change their situation.
To recognize governors and people, so first is to thank you for... Somebody like me, I'm comfortable going on through all stairs. I have other friends here with crutches, others with wheelchair. They are not able to access the offices. And since I reported here in 2014, we were told there was that budget to create some lamps. And even today, they are not there.
You are inheriting a workforce that has been almost dehumanized with the words of labels like casuals. They lack dignity with those kind of words. You are inheriting a people taking care of patients in Thika level 5 and have not been paid for the last 6 months. That is where it begins. I wish so much when I was telling the county secretary that I don't want to give pressure to our excellency. He's a very good man. But there's this person who is taking care of our own people. You can imagine the psychometric properties that that person is going through.
We are working as a team. Kama wewe ni CC, wewe ni chief officer, directors wenu na wengine wote, you work together. Kama ni mambo inasuluhishwa, mnaleta suluhisho tu pamoja, mko pamoja. And I'll be requiring all